Alright, Shalom. Give up praise on go to Yahweh Shemel Shai, Shemal Kakodash, the one is the Yahweh's and Apostles, Great Millstone GMS. Right, those men I learned the truth from, that's the order I follow, right? And today I want to go into this phrase. I can't remember where I learned this phrase from. I may have seen it on like an article. I was looking at some history of first Maccabees, and inspired me to go into the history of maybe in Daniel. Maybe I'll do that, maybe tomorrow, maybe today. Maybe I might do this video and then go into some news. I just want to be fervent out here. So mensana and kaporesano, I don't know how to say that. I'm saying it wrong. Right? It means healthy mind and a healthy body. Right? Let's see here. That's why this phrase is widely used in sporting and educational contexts to express that physical exercise is important or essential part of mental and physical well-being. Yep, this is what I wanted to say. They were mentioning this in reference to Antiochus IV, aggressive Hellenization, right, which actually started with his father, Antiochus III. It was pretty much when he was trying to like Hellenize, our people, and then our people started to push back, that he was like, all right, fuck this, and then he came down. I can't remember what happened earlier on. I think maybe because when he first got the land from Egypt, he was all right at first, and then eventually he was like, nah, fuck that, fuck all that, y'all gotta follow my ways. And then Antiochus IV continued with that bullshit, and should we lead us to all those battles, where pretty much almost everyone of the Maccabees, all the sons of Matthias, like almost all of them except like one. I think Simon is the only survivor. One survived. It's like you can't forgive that shit, man. We gotta remember that. We're never gonna forgive Esau for that, man. We gotta get our get back, in due time, But they mentioned this because this was one of the things that the Greeks were pushing, but they were pushing it in a very wicked sense because they were telling people to exercise butt, booty cheek naked. And there's nothing wrong with exercise and strength training and strength and conditioning. I mean, we have soldiers, and soldiers obviously have to have a conditioning and strength program, obviously, right? Like, you have to pick up these corpses, you have to pick people up. When you get into a hand-to-hand fight with a sword, it's going to turn into some wrestling. So you better know how to throw these guys over, man, and twist and do those crotch lifts, and know how to, hit a single leg, how to, get a front face lock. You better know all that stuff, so they did all that stuff, right? But let's go into some, suffice to say, it's not wicked to like train, right? And then we all know, the scripture, I don't have to get it, but that was it for physical exercise profiteth little. It doesn't mean that it profits nothing. It's good, right? But it doesn't. It profiteth little, right? In comparison to what? In comparison to this truth, which will profit you much, much more. It will get you into the kingdom. You won't have to die on this side and come back. Who doesn't want, we want that, right? But I'll say who doesn't want that, but like obviously, right, the 2/3, the wicked don't, right? They want to die on this side, right? Because when we come out there and try to teach them, like, hey, yo, fuck that, fuck all that. Oh, I'm African, bro. I'm black, bro. I'm like, all right, you just be black. Have fun. 2 Timothy 1:7. I forgot the Most High, Yahweh, not giving us the spirit of fear, but power and of love and a sound mind, right? Sound, self-control, discipline, self-control, moderation, right? Sound spirit, spirit where you have self-control, control over your emotions, man, and you deal with it every day, when you work these jobs, people just be doing dumb shit. It could be a customer, you just be like, I'm on the verge of like losing it on this fucking person, that you stay calm and whatever, and you just get them as far the fuck away from you as possible, man. Or you can have a coworker and he fucking doing some dumb shit, and it's like, all right, I'm just gonna fucking bow out of this situation because this This is fucking stupid, right? Let me see here. Is it health? Let me see here. Yeah. Man, this is health and body or something. It was something like that. Yeah, this is the book of Sirach 30 and 15. Health and good state of body are above all gold, a strong body above infinite wealth. All right, you want to be good and strong, right? Like, obviously, you don't have to be like me, right? Like, I'm trying to like look like a Mr. Olympia or some shit, right? Obviously, without taking steroids, right? But you gotta, whatever you want to do, you gotta figure that out. Like, if you just want to be generally fit, you don't really need to be in a gym at all like that. You could be in there like once or twice a week. Eat real good, and you have your abs and live life, right? You don't even really need abs, to be honest. I mean, you could just, like, as long as you're good enough to do the basic movement patterns, you could walk, you can bend over to pick some shit up, you could press something above your head, right? Then you're fine. It's all relative, but you just want to make sure that you're in good working order. That's why brothers push those herbs heavy. Which I'm getting back into. it. A little bit of black pepper and curcumin, or turmeric, good for the joints. So, don't want to fucking, tear myself to pieces with these bench presses. Let me see here. There's one more I wanna. Man, there's one more. It was I was thinking of. Hold on. Alright, so I just looked up a couple precepts to do with sound, right? Of course, sound, I've heard noise, but obviously, also refers to, being strong, being of good countenance, right? Proverbs 14 and 30. Look up ahead. Okay. Book of Proverbs 14 and 30. A sound heart is the life of the flesh, but envy, the rottenness of the bones. So see, envy, jealousy. Okay, well, it doesn't mean like this religious zeal, right? But like anger, envy of man, jealousy, right? Which you could be zealous or like jealous. And for the Most High, the Most High is a jealous power, right? He doesn't want his followers of the gods. Obviously, it's referring to like jealousy, like coveting, like let's say for example, right? Like, I'll never do this, right? Lord willing, right? My mind stay right, and I don't be on no dumb shit. But let's say me, for example, right? Oh, I don't have a wife. Oh, but that guy has a wife. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to make a move on his wife. That's what that means, right? That's an example of envy, and that shit happens in the world all the fucking time, man. Like, oh shit. You know how many fucking times shit you hear about that shit? Like, yo, man, my best friend fucked my girl, bro. It's like, you know why he fucked your girl? Because, man, he had no female. He saw you, instead of just being happy for you and living his life, he was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to take what he got, right? And that's why, scripture talk about that. You can't call every man, brother. You gotta prove the spirit, man. You can't be like, bringing everyone around and like accepting everyone like deeply like that, like, of course, you be out there, you talk to brothers and everything, but you shouldn't be just like, you gotta lay everything out on the table, for like everyone, if that makes sense, right? But we go to that word sound heart, marapa, maybe it's a connector there. Health, right? Sound of mind, healing, right? So sound mind is the life of the flesh, right? It makes you feel alive, right? And that's obvious, right? And the thing is, right, we get the rest. See here, we get the rest in sound mind from this truth. We don't get the rest from trying to be out in this world, trying to make bread, trying to work these, nothing wrong with working these jobs, man, but you don't want to make that your whole life. Like, I work with people like that like, you know, they'll go to this job, then they go to the next one, and then they'll go home, and that's their whole life. You know, they don't. That's all that they do, right? Yeah, it's the book of Isaiah 28 and 11. For with ceremony lips and another tongue we speak to his people, right? You know, different languages. To whom he said, "This is the rest wherewith you may cause a weary to rest, and this is the refreshing." Yet they would not hear. Right? It's the rest wherewith you may call the weary to rest. Right? Why are we under the curses? Right? Yeah, because this is. So we can learn this, and that's why we're weary, weary being, getting our asses kicked on a daily basis, just look at the news, man. I mean, we're stuck in this country, we don't have any political power, the presidents, they'll act like, oh yeah, actually they're, both of them are pretty obvious, they're not going to do anything for our people anyway, but we don't have any real power in this country, man. That's why our people are always having a conversation. I've been asked this like a million fucking times, right? Because well, you went to school. Well, why don't you become a political advocate and you can fix it from the inside? No. Because everyone did that, right? We've had a million guys try to do that. Oh, I'm gonna fix it from the inside, right? They either sell out or they're not able to do shit. It doesn't change shit. Right, like this is how we change things. Right, is with this truth. Right, we gotta wait and have our people know about the prophecies. And hey, man, when it comes down, it comes down. And let that be that. Of course, talk about looking towards those chariots, man. That's what we should be focusing on as people. But majority of our people ain't focusing on that. We know this already. Right, yeah, they would not hear, right? Sure, fresh, because once you learn you're in a low state and you realize you're Israelite, you are no longer lost, right? But of course, our people don't want to hear that, 1/3, only a remnant want to hear that, right? A certain number of Israelites want to hear that, and that's what it is. That's how you get that sound mind and sound body. Of course, sound mind comes by reason of the truth and having your mind refreshed, having those bones made alive, like it talks about in Ezekiel 37, getting that water, and eating and being full spiritually, which is Proverbs 9, and was it John 6 and 63 or something? I think it is. By that, when you learn this truth, it'll bring you back, bring you back to your senses, But I'm gonna let that be that. Lord willing, you brothers out there edifying, slacking for the hoarse voice. I just pretty much, honestly, probably just chewing a bunch of bubble gum. That probably did it to me, and I didn't drink any water for a hot minute. So, Lord willing, I'll try to get another video out, maybe something about news, and of course, new moon. Shabbat Shalom. Well, actually, no. This is Shabbat, normal Shabbat. So, Shabbat Shalom to the brothers out there, and Shalom, and to you, a few sisters out there too. Shalom, let that be that.